Okay, so this is BudgetWise, the college-friendly budgeting app. This was made by me, Reynaldo, John, Samir, Taylor, and Yasmin. Um, and the main reason we made this was just for people and students to be able to keep track of their finances. Basically, since there's lots of people who just spend and spend without keeping track of their finances or how much they spent, because later on this could lead to lots of bad consequences in the future. You know, if they have multiple cards, it just makes it time consuming to have to log into multiple apps, all to really just gather the same information. You know, you just log in to get your balance, your limits, basically your utilization rate, when it's due, how much it's due, or how much is due. You know, you're basically just logging in into all these multiple apps just to check all that information. And we want to solve this by having one centralized application to store all that information and make it easy to see and visualize. Um, we wanted to emphasize the ease of use as well and accessibility to all people, so we made it on iOS and Android through React Native. That way, we cover a good population. And basically, we just connect to bank accounts, only gathering transaction information, balances, and limits through Plaid. Nothing else is gathered, such as routing numbers or account numbers. All that isn't stored anywhere. And you can create your own budget plan in which you can add your own income, set your fixed expenses, variable expenses, in which from your variable expenses you can add or remove from. And we make this easy to visualize since as you spend, you can see right here, it kind of like fills up this bar. Once it's still under 50% of your budget, it's green. Once it's between 50 and 90, it turns into like a yellow. Once it's over 90, it'll turn red. And once it's over like limit, it'll turn into a darker red. And yeah, basically we just want to make it easy to track your expenses. You don't overspend and get yourself into more serious problems, especially for people who are new adults and getting out of or beginning college. You can see the tools we use here. Firebase basically is just for login, account setup. Expo we just use to test, so we can see the live updates as we develop the app. Node we just use since it kind of connects the whole app together. GitHub basically allowed for easier collaboration between the group members. Plaid, as I've explained before, basically just connects it to your banking information and allows us to display all of the important card information. And yeah, that's basically the main summary of our project. Thank you.